Interoperability is a very important aspect of blockchain adoption. And today we will be looking at a whole lot of aspects to blockchain and most importantly to interoperability. Building multi-chain, cross-chain solutions for blockchain protocols is the next chapter for blockchain adoption. There are many attempts in solving blockchain interoperability. We are talking about multi-chain, cross-chain, and a whole lot of other technologies that are trying to solve the interoperability issues and making it possible and actually easier to send messages and access from one protocol or one blockchain to the other. So in this video, we are going to focus on two of my favorite cryptocurrencies in interoperability space, an enterprise-focused Quant and the retail-focused router protocol. We are going to look into the reasons why you probably need both in your portfolio. By the way, so keep watching to the end because we have a lot to talk about. So let's start with Quant. Quant delivers interoperability ecosystems and real-world solutions that lower cost, enable new businesses, and mitigate risk. The Quant Overledger operating system creates a network between enterprise permissioned blockchains and public decentralized permissionless blockchains, and also existing networks. It's designed to eliminate current blockchain limitations and enable interoperability between ledgers and existing networks. Quant Network has been here for a very long time, and I started talking about Quant Network when it was about $2. So seeing it trading at these current prices is so great, and it's been an awesome journey for anyone who took it with us. So Quant has, like I said, has been a leader in interoperability for a long period of time. So bringing in another interoperability project to talk about is difficult, especially if you are aware of what Quant has achieved and everything that it stands for to achieve in the future, especially in the enterprise space. But that's where the differences are, right? I'm talking about Quant and router protocol. So I will be looking into router right now, and you will know the differences between router and Quant and why router protocol also has a case for itself. So Quant's advanced ecosystem permits developers and enterprises to build multi-chain applications, what it called maps. So unlike DApps, decentralized applications, which are mostly built on single applications or single chains, multi-chain applications are built on multiple chains, like the name implies, and the chains can be moved easily whenever required. The significant feature of Quant Network is that it provides enterprise-grade multi-DLT Oracle functionality with a horizontally scalable network of networks where the ecosystem will grow tremendously. The Quant Network has entered into a host of partnerships since its inception in 2018. And in the beginning, I made a lot of videos going about AWS, going about a whole lot of partnerships that it has. So Quant has partnered with Amazon Web Partner Network APN to provide flexibility, scalability, and reliability to the users utilizing AWS Cloud. And the network has also collided with the EU's International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, INADBA, helping authorities implement and adopt distributed ledger technology. Quant is also a guarantor of Pay.UK. This is a long time ago. Seeing all this is bringing a whole lot of memories back. I remember Quant was trading, less than $10 around that time, I think. Yeah, and it's been a great journey so far. So the leading retail payment authority in the United Kingdom is Pay.UK, and Quant is a guarantor and has been for a long time. And another notable partnership is Quant Network with AU Cloud. A whole lot of partnerships, right? And I'm not even talking about the enterprises use cases yet. So that is the main feature of Quant. Quant Network is not for retail, at least not yet. It has been for enterprises. It has been for businesses and governments. And looking forward to CBDC's implementations, a whole lot of cross transfers between businesses in different jurisdictions as well as governments. So Quant has a lot going for it. You can look at when Visa tweeted, and this is what Gilbert Vedian, the CEO of Quant, had to say. Very glad to see the reference and adoption of ODAP, Open Digital Asset Protocol. Our effort with MIT to standardize cross-chain and cross-network transactions and the importance of digital asset interoperability at gateways. And the reference it made has everything to do with Martin Hargreaves and other people that are working with Open Digital Asset Protocol. And Martin is the Chief Product Officer of Quant. So it's all about this, right? Visa research and product teams have launched a new concept to move the conversation forward. We are calling it a Universal Payment Channel, UPC. And it acts like a hub, interconnecting multiple blockchain networks and allowing for secure transfer of digital currencies. Think of it as a universal adapter among blockchains, allowing central banks, businesses, and consumers to seamlessly exchange value no matter the form factor of the currency. So it's actually defining exactly what Quant is trying to build. And Quant has helped in building interoperability solutions for businesses and in the enterprise level. So it's awesome to see how Quant is helping shape the future of interoperability. So to this extent, let's also look at what router protocol is, because we've looked into Quant and we know what Quant stands for. So router protocol, on the other hand, unlike Quant, in summary, unlike Quant, router is going to focus on retail adoption. It's going to focus on DeFi. It's going to focus on NFTs. It's going to focus on what people are actually using blockchain for, and what you and I are actually using blockchain for, like using DEXs and other NFT protocols. So Router Chain provides an innovative solution to the problem of blockchain interoperability. Apart from validating state changes on the router chain, validators running on the router chain also monitor state changes on other chains. Applications on the router chain can write custom logic to trigger events in response to these external state changes. Additionally, applications on the router chain can leverage a trustless network of layers to update states to external chains. Simply put, the router architecture allows contracts on one chain to interact with contracts on other chains in a secure and decentralized manner. So there are three aspects to router chain. We have omni-chain framework, crosstalk framework, and Voyager. So we'll be looking briefly into this. By the way, I've made a comprehensive video about router protocol, and I'll put a link in this video. You can check in the description. I'll put a link there so that you can check. The omni-chain, in brief, is the framework for you if you are a developer and you are building an application that requires custom bridging logic or a decentralized accounting layer. So we have crosstalk framework. It's an easy to implement cross-chain smart contract library that does not require you to deploy any new contract. Only a few lines of code need to be included, and your single chain contract will become a cross-chain contract. And lastly, we have Voyager. It acts as the gateway to the liquidity managed by router protocol. Developers can use Voyager to access this liquidity and build either A, other protocol asset transfer applications, or B, applications requiring both an asset transfer and an instruction transfer in a single sequence cross-chain request. So this is what router also is, right? Looking at the partnerships it's making, looking at even the background of the team and everything, it shows you the direction, and it's more retail. So we've looked at what these two protocols are doing and what they stand for, but let's look at the team building them. Well, Quant Network has some of the best leadership when it comes to teams building directly with governments and with corporations. Gilbert Verdian has been a huge contributor to decentralized applications or decentralized networks in general, especially in European Union or the European zone. But on the other hand, though, router protocol also is built by a team that's more focused on retail because they have come from that end. The CEO of router protocol initially was building on Polygon, as he said, and came across some challenges, and that is what helped coming up with the co-founders and in building this interoperability protocol. Quant has a team that is more connected on the enterprise side, while Router has a team that is more connected on the retail side. So that even creates further differences in use cases, at least in the initial stages. So let's look into the tokens. Well, Quant Network is market cap is much higher. It's trading at 125. CoinGecko is ranked on number 35, and it has a fully diluted market cap of 1.8 billion. On the other hand, Router Protocol has a fully diluted market cap of 50 million. And it means it's just a fraction of what Quant is. If you put this data into market cap of, well, it says that Router has to trade at $169 to have the market cap of Quant. But this is not entirely true because Quant has all the tokens in circulation while Router has 50% of it. So when you kind of put that into consideration, it means that Router has to have a market cap of, twice what it has. You have to use the fully diluted market cap. And it means it will be trading, it has to do about more than 30x to have the market cap of Quant. So still way undervalued. But hey, listen, in no way am I saying that Quant is not a good investment or is not undervalued or is something. No, Quant is still one of those undervalued cryptos. Quant is still a great investment. Just that Router is a different thing. If you want something with more conviction, something that you don't have to stress more of, if you are not going to do a lot of research and you want something that probably a whole lot of people are aware of, you can easily get information on Twitter, on YouTube and stuff, Quant is your investment. But if you also want to put some money into something that has the potential, but it's not there yet, then I think Router Protocol is a good investment as well. So I don't see why people can own these two. And one other thing, these two tokens are both utility tokens. They are needed for the products built by these teams. So to talk generally about interoperability, it's going to be one of those things that are going to push the market in the next bull market. And it's easy to understand because now we have a lot of blockchain protocols out there, layer 1s, layer 2s, and a whole lot of other application-specific blockchains. And at this moment, we need something to connect them all. And as Quant might not be the interoperability solutions for DeFi and NFTs, at least not at this moment, I feel like Router Protocol is going to be one of those protocols that are going to tackle interoperability, especially with the new version of Router Protocol that it just launched. It has built a layer 1, like we talked about before. It has built a layer 1 blockchain specifically for interoperability. It means that it has positioned itself to be a major player in interoperability protocol. And to me, is all that is necessary at this point in time. Also, Router Protocol raised money and it has Coinbase Ventures, it has Polygon and other VCs as its investors. So, the potential is there for Router Protocol as well. So as someone who owns both QNT and Router, well, I would say this, I'm a glad investor and I feel like I'm positioned well for interoperability solutions in the future. So this is all I wanted to talk to you about. There are a lot of videos that are gonna come about Router, about QNT as usual. And I feel like this is a great time to get involved with especially Router Protocol. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe and hit on the notification bell. And for the algorithm's sake, please don't forget to like and comment.